Hello, welcome to Fly Time by Appalachian Flies here at Black Rock Outdoor Company in Silva. One I'm going to tie for you today is called a Hazel Creek Fly. It is a dry fly tied by Roger Lowe here in western North Carolina, and it's a very nice pattern. It fishes very well here in western North Carolina in the Smoky Mountain National Park. Hope this is a pattern that you'll try and certainly give it a shot wherever you're at. We're going to be starting off with a size 12 1523 Orvis dry fly hook, standard shank. We're going to get that put here in our Norvise fly tying system. We're going to be using 8/0 pale yellow thread from Orvis. Get that started here on our hook shank. Make a few wraps. We'll come forward right here. We'll actually trim off our thread. And we're going to bring our thread up here to where we're going to tie in our wings. Now for the wings, I'm going to be using some white hackle feathers, and these are some feathers that you may not have a use for, and what I'm going to show you here today is a way to use these feathers and maybe save you some stuff on materials and things like that, but it also makes a fantastic wing. And what we do is we just take a regular pair of fingernail clippers, we strip down our feather, and all you do is you just take your clippers right here, and you'll come in here and you'll just snip away one side. You'll do the same thing on the other, just like so, and you get a very nice wing. We'll do that for the other wing here, and what you end up with is a very nice wing. It's a very durable wing. It stands up well. It makes a just a very nice looking fly. May make your fly stand out a little bit differently than someone else's fly out there wherever you're at. And the other thing I like about this wings is when you go to actually tie in your hackle, you're able to move these wings out of the way because of these stems on these here a little bit better than you can a hackle tip wing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our wings with our wing tips forward. We're going to lay those stems up here on the shank of our hook. We're going to go ahead and get in some thread wraps like so. As we go back, I'm actually going to increase the tension. I'm actually going to start pulling up on these stems. And what will happen is you see right there that we're able to snip off those stems. What we're going to do now is we're going to come up here, we're going to stand up these wings just like so. And just like you would any other wings right here, just make you some wraps in here just to kind of divide these out. You don't have to figure eight the wraps on these particular wings here just because you can see it is a very stiff wing. And it does a great job for us and makes a real pretty fly. I'm going to wrap back here to the back, and for my telling material we're going to be using golden pheasant tippet. Then here you can see I have the entire neck. I like the necks. I like being able to use all the feathers off of them, and of course don't throw these away right here. These make some great flies as well. Here we use them for our secret weapon nymph. It's just a real pretty material, and it acts. We certainly think it acts as an attractor here in the here where we're at. So what we're going to do is just get us a nice little clump here of this golden pheasant tippet for telling material. We'll lay that up here to the back of our hook. A couple of little loose wraps right there. Go ahead and get that started. Check the length of my tail, and it looks pretty good there to me. I'll rotate my vise here just a smidgen, and we're ready now for our dubbing. Our dubbing is going to be some pale yellow Spectra Blend dubbing by Orvis that we sell here at the shop. Just a nice dubbing here. Makes a great fly. I like using it. The thing about dubbing though is just start off with the least amount here. You don't want to go too terribly thick. That might be just a smidge heavy right there, but I think we'll be okay. Get a little bit of dubbing here added to our thread. Now I am using the Norvise. One of the things about the Norvise is you certainly can spin this dubbing onto your thread when you've actually got your bobbin moved over to the holder. But I find for me at times it's certainly a little bit more difficult to do that when you have some wings on a dry fly. But as you see right there, I'm able to wrap a nice body onto the fly just by spinning the Norvise there. And that looks pretty good right there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a brown hackle feather and also a grizzly hackle feather dry fly. This is from a Whiting Saddles. Certainly if you tie a lot of flies, you'll probably have several different types of feathers around. If you just tie a couple of flies and you see yourself, tying a lot of size 12s or 14s or 16s, an option for you may be some of those Whiting 100 packs, and those are a great value for you, and you'll find that you'll get several flies out of those, and especially if you're tying the same size flies. We'll take our hackle feathers here. I'm going to lay those stems up here on the side. I want to get that started in, get that captured here. I'm going to pull my wings back, and I'm going to get us tied up in here in the front, secure those down. Then we're going to have an area right here where we're just going to wrap our hackle feathers too. Put this in a 1/2 inch. Now, one thing you have to be cautious of as you're tying flies is you want to make sure you can actually get get your tippet material through that that hook right there. So certainly leaving you some space in here between where your hackle stops. Put a little head on your fly right there. It's going to be a nice clean fly there for you. So something there you want to keep in mind. I want to bring my thread here out of the way. I'm going to grab my hackle. I'm going to get that started. Now I'm actually going to rotate my vise. We'll get a couple of turns in the back of the feather wings. See, I'm going to pull those wings to the back. Kind of get that one started right there like so. And here I'm actually spinning on both feathers at the same time. As you can see right there, it makes a real nice fly, and having a true rotary vise certainly helps when it comes to spinning materials onto a hook. I've actually got those captured. You see right there, I got plenty of room up front there. Maybe even look like a Catskills type fly, but here I just like having enough space up here at the front of my hook to get my tippet material through the eye of the hook. And certainly for me, and you see I have glasses on, but when you're out in that stream there late evening and stuff, it certainly helps to be able to get that through the eye of the hook. I'm going to take my whip finish tool here. I'll get a couple of whip finishes here like so. Pull that down there quite nicely. I'll do it there one more time. There we go. And come in here like so. We're going to snip this off just a smidge. Kind of trim that up there just a little bit. Get this here out of the way. And that right there, my friends, is what we call a Hazel Creek Dry Fly. It's one of the local patterns here in the Great Smoky Mountains here in western North Carolina. Designed by Roger Lowe, first tied by Roger Lowe. Certainly available here at Black Rock Outdoors in Silva, blackrockoutdoorcompany.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any comments or questions, please leave them. Thank you.